Hi, I'm RÜMEYSA, DELİKAYA, and I'm an 11th grade student in SİLİVRİ Sinav Anadolu in high school. And I first want to start by saying that I'm really grateful to be included in such a beautiful project. And since I have the chance, I didn't want to give straight information, but instead of that, I wanted to make it about something that's going to bring you awareness about yourself, about people around you. So what I'm going to talk about is the shadow self and the ego self. But in order to understand the shadow self, we need to know about the ego self. So the ego self is basically what you describe as your personality. It's what you show to the world. And it's also the part of you that's in charge to make you compatible with your environment. So it gives you feelings such as shame, fear, guilt, or any feeling that's going to keep you from doing something that will make you feel judged. By that, I mean, I know it sounds like a negative thing, but it's not. Your ego self does this to protect you and to keep you in harmony with everyone around you. So if I should give an example, I used to be a really slow talker in primary school, and even the most basic sentence took me so long to say. People were getting so tired of listening to me, and I was getting bullied for that. But in a few years, I became the total opposite of this. I started to speak so fast that you literally needed a slow-mo button to understand me. So what happened there is that my ego self oppressed me to speak fast, to be accepted. So yeah, this is what the ego self does, okay? And now that we're getting to the shadow is everything you've oppressed like this, everything you gave up on yourself because you weren't getting accepted. So everything you don't want to admit you have is your shadow self. It's an unconscious part of you. You need to put effort to become aware of it. And it's not a negative thing. It's not a bad thing. It's about what you perceive as weak and dark about yourself. So the shadow self may include emotions, maybe you're oppressing your emotions, or habits, maybe something according to a memory, but everyone has a shadow self. So now that I know what the shadow self is, what am I going to do with it? How do I get rid of it? Well, you can't, and you don't need to. The shadow self can't be healed or fixed, but you can get to know your shadow self. And why do I need to know my shadow? You need to know your shadow because it's going to give you an incredible emotional freedom, because now that you accept and you get to know everything that you denied for years, maybe you accept each of them, your laziness, your sadness, or maybe anything, a habit. And Carl Jung, the person who made the term of the shadow popular, says that it improves your creativity because of the emotional freedom it gives. And it makes a lot of sense actually, because now that you accept everything about you, you are whole and you're balanced. I know it sounds good to always stay on the positive side and, deny your sadness and everything, but this is actually toxic positivity and you don't need that in your life. And another reason, this is the most important one to me actually, is that everything you repress does not disappear. There's no way they disappear, but they have psychological projections. By that I mean, okay, you repress something, now you don't have that one habit or one emotion, you just denied it. But whenever you're going to see someone doing the thing that you denied, you are going to get so angry and you're going to feel so uncomfortable for no reason. And if I need to stick to the example I gave in the beginning about, how I used to be a slow talker and stuff, I got rid of that. Now I'm totally fine. But whenever I see someone speaking in a slow manner, it gets on my nerves so much. I never want to communicate with that person ever again, and I just want to go. I get so angry for no reason, and I never understood why until I learned about the shadow self, the ego self. Because you're actually getting mad at yourself. You're seeing your darkness in others, and you are getting mad at yourself. So after knowing all of that, you're gonna have better relationships with people because now you can understand people. So what I want you to do is that I want you to think of 10 things that makes you really angry. Then I want you to think of a memory about them, but they may not come in the first moment you think, because our brain deletes those memories for us so that we can just keep going. You know how we see spiritual people in movies and everywhere, and they're just so calm, do whatever you want, they're just so calm, but they're not calm because they're in a whole other world or something. It's because they understand people, they know why you're doing what you're doing. So I really want you to think about this. Now we came to an end. Thank you so much for paying attention and listening to me. I hope it changed something for you.